Hello, welcome in. This is Divination Rainbow. I want to take a moment to say thank you, especially to all of those returning. This channel is still very new, but this practice isn't. I've been divining and doing spiritual work in different forms for nearly 21 years, and I just feel truly called at this time to share my gifts to help. It means a lot that you've chosen to be here and found value in these messages, and I'm grateful to walk alongside you on this journey. So, with that being said, this reading for today, I'm really excited. It's about February, the month ahead, as we move forward. So, take a deep breath and think about the energy that February is carrying, because I'm sure you can already feel a shift, has a much different frequency than January. All right. So I'm very excited to dive in. We're going to get started with some oracle cards. I want to see what kind of energy is moving towards the collective in the month of February. And I do hope you're enjoying your day so far. Where did you go? That card was face up. Growth. Anticipation. 3, 2, 3. Okay, some community. Balance. Another 3. Supported. If we can get one more. Someone may be trying to replicate your vibe, but I see you shining here. I see you blossoming. Things growing up around you. Oh boy, that's more than I had planned, but these messages needed to come through clearly. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. Okay. A few different things going on. A lot. It's an interesting story we see here. Let's take a look. Yeah, you may be giving a presentation or having a performance, and I see other people want to replicate your energy. They really appreciate what you're bringing and they want to be more like you in a way, but it's a distraction. I see you moving away from that group or that energy. Someone may be trying to call you out here, but I see you resisting, being resilient, and shining through that. Just kind of above it all, like water off a duck's back, even though this is our lovely crow. Yeah, and you're not really letting it get to you. You're not going to be fooled by whatever kind of energy this is. I do feel that this is more of an energy, less of a particular individual person, but potentially a community or a situation. But you're taking chances and you're stepping out and you're trying new things, and it's bringing about great results, positive changes that are supported in your life. Definitely the energy of change and the energy of support. I also see you being protected here by your own good intentions and your own free will. You may kind of have your walls up or your guard up, but it's due to your discernment. Because right now you're just focused on your goals and you're not letting any of that other stuff get to you or get you off track. Very interesting. Like to see what more information we can get about these energies now that we see some of these events and potential energies. I'd like to see, if we may please. Tell us a little bit more about these energies, please. Oh, okay. A little bit more. It's a holding back. Okay. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Could be some romance coming in February. Of course, it will be Valentine's Day coming in February. Also, some very spiritual energy here. Maybe even your guides and ancestors. See if we can get one more, please. Thank you. Oh, but I see you in your power here. Very lovely. Someone around you who has a very traditional energy as well, for sure. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes a traditional energy can help to keep things in line, and that can be fantastic in its own way, especially when it's needed and warranted, right? And I also see some protective energy here, just like I did in the earlier part of the reading. And I also see progression here. 6, 7, 8, 9. If you reduce these numbers to the master number, where we have 2 and 4 making 6, 1 and 6 making 7, 2 and 6 making 8, and then we have 9. Old, 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 wild. So I see both of those things as an indication of a progression, progress being made, breaking through, and it may be due to some unconventional practices, let's say that. Trying new things. That's always a good thing. Absolutely. But it's interesting that at the same time, when we're talking about trying new things, we're seeing like a very pure energy as well, a very true energy, a very just energy with this ancestor, right? So we start off here with a more warm and loving, protective energy around you at this time. And then we also see a very firm structure, conventional norms. And the ancestor is also going to speak about discovering more of your gifts, seeing yourself for who you are, okay? Having a little bit more understanding of your influence. And we did see the influence card here as well, right? So really bearing in mind, being mindful of your influence. All right. Now let's see what more information we can get. Now that we know there's going to be this strong protective energy, there's going to be this loving, influential energy around you. Let's see what other information we can get. Go a little deeper with the tarot. So this is where the energy is going to become more clear, and you'll understand why the month ahead is unfolding like this. Oh, very interesting. Starting off with some abundance for sure, and also just a sense of accomplishment because you've been working really hard. I love that. So whatever you've been putting a lot of energy or effort into, just like we saw in your oracle reading, looks like it's bringing about some abundance right away. It's like you've been working from morning till night on something. Something new, something that you're passionate about. but also something that may be dealing with a little bit more of overcoming something mental, a new idea, maybe an aha moment could be tied in with this accomplishment. And it might still be a little bit of a secret, could be something that has a little bit of a magical feeling to it. Let's see what else we can see here. And how this is all unfolding for the month ahead. Ooh, a rebirth, a new beginning on the horizon for sure. Oh, I love it. A wish coming true. You are being seen and valued for your gifts. And it might feel like it's coming in a little bit late, a little bit at a time when you've already started to feel like, I'm not sure. But have no mistake, your great work is going to be recognized by a community. Yeah, so we're seeing here basically going from the moon into the death card. There's a little bit of a secretive energy. There's a little bit of a magical, mystical energy. And that's going to kind of bring you to this new journey, this rebirth energy, especially this particular death card. It has this really beautiful early spring energy. And you see a little bit of a winding path here. All right. So you fought your battles and now you're going on a new journey. All right. And you might just be kind of a little bit in a state of feeling like it's a wish come true, feeling like you're finally being recognized for your talents and for the individual that you are with this star card here. It really feels like something striking, something just really popping off and happening right at the right moment. Mm-hmm. See? And the tower right underneath that. Yeah, something popping off and happening unexpectedly right at the right moment, right at the right moment. And it's going to ease your mind. It's going to ease your mind. If you've been having any kind of feelings of doubtfulness or pessimism at all regarding the situation, okay? And that's really fantastic to hear. So let's take a little bit of a deeper look at all of this now that we've got things fully laid out. It seems like there may be at some point in time something that you had been working on prior to the start of the month that now at the start of the month of February is really coming into fruition. Something that you worked hard on that's bringing about some fulfillment and a feeling of abundance, okay? Something that you may even be able to share with others in your community. It could be tied into this great idea that you had that you keep close to the chest, okay? And it's also bringing about a big change in your life, a big change that is a little bit more like a rebirth, a new journey, a new leg on a journey, even. And it's a wish come true. It feels really magical with the moon and the star here. And these are three major arcana in a row. So this is really a very transformative time. All right. And I would say this is probably going to be around the second to third week of the month where this work is really coming into fruition based off of the timing that we see here in the spread. And then it gets to a point where there's like one final push with this Five of Cups. It gets to a point where there's a little bit of growth from pain, okay? Pain causing you to grow and letting go of negativity, because in this particular Five of Cups, I really notice how the tides here are just kind of taking away those cups. Usually, traditionally, in the Five of Cups, you would see three cups spilled and two cups still upright. And in this one, it's interesting because all five cups are kind of in a liminal position. So it also kind of leads me to believe that it's one of those situations where all is truly not lost, but you're really not sure what's going on either. But then we see the dawn coming in with this great work. And this is a card that is specific to this deck. So this is also really significant here. And this lets me know, once again, just like we were saying at the beginning, there is something that is being brought to the light here. Very beautifully illustrated by this card. And it's letting me know that it's tied into this accomplishment that you have had at the beginning of the month. It's surrounded by a community, and it has a good feeling of accomplishment and celebration tied in with it. You may be even finding your tribe or your soul tribe, which I love that for you. And at times it may be feeling a little bit aloof, especially if the secret part of it. But I really see this purple intuition and this pink for love. This is close to your heart. This is close to the chest, like I said before, in more ways than one. It's bringing you to a point in time where you're feeling a lot more clarity. You've gained a lot more knowledge and information, and you're feeling more hope. You're feeling a new dawn, a new beginning, all right? And things are growing around you. And it's going to feel really unexpected. It's going to be a big surprise the way this unfolds and the way this comes through, but it is going to be lovely. And what we don't see here is the Five of Swords. So that's letting you know to look out for any opposition. And please don't isolate yourself. You don't want this to feel like a hollow victory because you've put yourself all the way out there. All right? I see this as a little bit of a secret and I see this as close to the chest. But also don't forget the influence you have over other people. And influence can either be good or bad. I'm sorry about the camera here shaking a little bit as well. That's my bad. My goodness. All right, I'll try not to do that again. Whew, this is a lot of information to take in. And if this has been causing you to feel any feelings of pessimism, I would say this is the final push to get through. And you have put so much work into this, such a beautiful effort, and it's manifesting now in such a way that other people are going to be just as amazed, and they're going to have the type of depth of feeling about this, maybe not in the same way or even similar to you, but it is going to resonate for a lot of people. And I even saw at the beginning there may be an energy of performance, something coming up. We got this anticipation card first out. Okay. So this is something you have been working on, waiting to come in. Certainly. Showing this to everyone. hmm That beautiful golden energy of the sun. Having the courage to not isolate during this time and have belief and conviction in your work and in your ideas. You are protected. You're surrounded by a community and by energies that love and support you, and that will go to bat for you, even if you don't see it yet. And the knowledge that you are bringing in, the way that you approach situations, the way that you use your mind is truly powerful in a way that is influencing those around you to be better as well. When the unconventional becomes conventional and then goes back to unconventional again, like we saw with your Rose Oracle cards. It's very interesting energy you've got going into February. I'm so excited. And as we all move into February, you want to trust any subtle nudges you receive. They are not random, it is alignment. And I know this has found you at the right moment. If you've stuck with me for this, I am so grateful. I'm going to go ahead and pull you just some angel numbers and some angel cards to close this out. Let's get some guidance from the angels, just some maybe synchronicities for you as well, moving into the month of February. Self-love. Yeah, all the love that's going to be in the air. Wow, we got a lot of these. Action. We saw a lot of threes in your earlier reading as well. I'm going to leave the ones that came face down. Okay. Wow. A lot of orange and purple here too. Having courage, trusting your intuition. This transformation is coming in for you. Mm-hmm. And I definitely feel for some it has a lot to do with spiritual community and spiritual awakening. But higher balance is coming in, and it's going to make things all feel like they're going to the next level up. A higher timeline, I just heard. That's awesome. And it's because of the way that you have shown compassion and also given time with your energy of your thoughts and your ideas and your hard work to that community of others around you. And although it may sometimes seem as if it goes unnoticed, please know that is not the case. I see nothing but progress here. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three. Yeah, and lots of abundance, a strong spiritual energy surrounding you. You may be even going through a second or a third spiritual awakening. Like maybe this isn't your first one, and that's why we're seeing so much balance and alignment coming in. Beautiful. All right. Oh, wonderful. You got the realm of virtues. This is a very powerful angel card to receive. And it doesn't surprise me that it also is a beautiful synchronicity here with this action card. It may be a little hard to see because the numbering on this card is quite small, but you can see up at the top here, 33. This is card number 33 in this Be Not Afraid Angels deck. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting as well. I was mentioning at the beginning how I was seeing quite a few threes, and that always indicates some support, divine support. And that's really beautiful to see, manifesting in also a lot of creativity around you, which does go right along with that strong sense of mental power and those great ideas, those epiphanies and those seeds that you've been planting. And so this is really no surprise. It's showing you about revealing secrets as well, which is interesting because we did talk about how this energy is close to the chest and how it may be something that you haven't really shown everyone all of these gifts and talents, but do know that it is at a good time and to take strength and courage in your action and have faith. All right. This card also has a strong energy carrying information of hope and a spirit of benevolence. So you're bringing hope to others. You're fulfilling your purpose. You're living your truth. And by continuing to do these things, you become closer to your higher self every day. And that's really the energy that this angel card would carry and remind us of. Yeah, I love that. I'm just looking at the stars on these as well. Hmm. A lot of bright things coming in, and that is so beautiful. So you may start seeing repeating threes now, like I said, as we all move into February. Trust any subtle nudges, they are not random. It's always going to be alignment. It's a wink from the universe, it's a message from your angels. And if this message has found you, it's at the exact right moment. And I am so grateful to have you here today. Thank you for your time. And until the next time, please do take good care of yourself.